A new show is revisiting the road to 9/11. Hulu's new limited series, The Looming Tower, goes behind the scenes of America's war on terror. I spoke with the actors and creators of the show, who showed me just how the story still resonates in today's political climate.
8 Arabic speakers out of more than 10,000 agents. That's how seriously our government takes this threat. Who was involved? Who were the heroes? Who were the people screaming and yelling about this guy named bin Laden over in Afghanistan with this group called what? Al-Qaeda? What are they called? No one wanted to hear about that.
Hulu's series, The Looming Tower, takes us back to the years leading up to 9/11 through the eyes of the American intelligence community. Have we learned the lessons from 9/11?
I think the thing that we haven't learned, which is such a profound lesson from this series, is that division is dangerous.
And nearly 2 decades after the attacks, the task of protecting the nation from threats still divides Washington.
Do you think the FBI's reputation is in any way in tatters?
There's no shortage of opinions about our agency, and I'm a big believer in the idea that the FBI speaks through its work.
An issue at the core of the Looming Tower.
You got a stash of intel that you refuse to share with my agents.
The show, based on Lawrence Wright's Pulitzer Prize-winning book, traces the rising threats of Osama bin Laden and al-Qaeda and raises questions about whether a rivalry between the FBI and the CIA may have contributed to the failure of preventing the 9/11 attacks.
They're on their turf, and so there was suspicion and animosity because of that, and there were arguments about who should be rightly in charge.
Our office knows more about al-Qaeda than anybody.
Jeff Daniels portrays John O'Neill, head of the FBI's counterterrorism squad, and Peter Sarsgaard plays the fictional character of Martin Schmidt, who represents O'Neill's counterpart at the CIA.
I really saw that even though in this I'm playing someone who is in many ways an obstructionist and easy to get angry at, I'm not there to bring America down.
It would be for us to decide how best to use it before you do what you always do, go around the globe arresting people and putting them on trial.
I think the primary hero of this show is Ali Soufan.
Where were you born? Lebanon, sir.
And we really get to see the way that, immigrants into this country are frequently the most patriotic.
Muslim American Ali Soufan was one of the few Arab-speaking agents at the time, credited with coming closer than anyone else to understanding the threat from al-Qaeda.
He gave his all to fight against this and to try to avoid the attacks.
The author of the book says that not everyone in intelligence communities have learned from the mistakes of the past.
To create division within these agencies when you already should have learned the lesson of how important it is for them to work together.
There are bombs going off around the world. That doesn't make me feel calm.
Daniels, an outspoken critic of the Trump administration, says the message of the Looming Tower resonates today.
Now what do we got? Let's start at the Oval Office. Let's start up top. You can take out brilliant. You can take out knowledgeable. You can take out experienced. You can take out competent. We're more divided now than ever. Who's the John O'Neill in Washington? Who's the one that's going to throw themselves in front of that train and stop what's going on?
And you think there's a John O'Neill out there?
I think there has to be.